Hell yeah, brothers. What's up, bros? We're back with some Final Fantasy coverage. Listen, I know some of you guys don't like this set, and that's okay. I'm not buying any packs, but I am eyeing many racks. And that's racks of cards, dude. I don't care where they come from. I want those sweet build-around commanders. Now, these may not be the most powerful, they may not be the most sought after, but these are my picks for the most interesting. We've gotten like 300 new subs off a damn Reddit post recently, so shout out to Reddit. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy yourself here. As always, thanks to the patrons, the true heroes, and the massive members here on YouTube. I love you guys, man. My number one pick here has gotta be Lightning Army of One. So this is one red and white legendary creature human soldier. It's a 3/2, has first strike, trample, and lifelink. Has stagger. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. Lightning, yeah, it flashes bright, then it fades away. It can't protect, it only destroys. Wow, those keywords, man. Give this double strike, get out some other damage doublers. See if you can get up to 16x damage, stack extra combats. All of these things are very pricey to put in a commander deck, but that's your problem. Or proxy that stuff up, you know, it's going to be our little secret, buddy. In any case, I love the determined and disgusted look in her eyes that reminds me of many of my ex-girlfriends. Coming in hot with the commander product, we have Celes Rune Knight. So this is one red, white, and black legendary creature human wizard knight. It's a 4/4. When Celes enters, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards +1. Whenever one or more other creatures you control enter, if one or more of them entered from a graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I like the old school fantasy art on this. She's striking that Conan Sword Maiden pose, dude. Looks like Frank Frazetta, something like that. I really dig it. I dig the old school art, man. I like this because you can assemble some reassembling skeleton combo, pay it off with some arbitrarily large creatures on your side of the board. Lets you use some neat reanimator cards, grow your board up, all that kind of stuff. I like this a lot, man. Forget that cartoon art, stick with the old school. And then we got Vivi the Ornithopters out here. One blue and a red for a legendary creature wizard. It's a 0/3. What? Has 0 at X mana in any combination of blue and or red, where X is Vivi Ornithopter's power. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn, and I know it's not Ornithopter, I'm just making a joke. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Vivi. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's how you get that power up, dude. This is pretty crazy, man. It's crazy that this doesn't tap to do this. The art on this, on the full art card, is gorgeous. I'm going to highlight it here. I'm sure there's some combo where you can storm out with this. It's a very is-it mechanic, if you think of it. If you blink it, it comes back as a new creature, just so you know. Clone it with Irenicus Vile Duplication. I'm sure there are some combos out there. You guys drop me the combos in the comments below. I didn't research them for this video because I'm not that kind of guy. Now, when I was in middle school, we had assigned toilet stalls, and mine was the 3rd seat, and this is Emet-Selch of the 3rd seat. This guy's 2 blue and a black legendary creature. He's an Elder Wizard. It's a 3/4. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. Whenever one or more opponents lose life, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. If that spell will be put into your graveyard, exile instead. Do this only once each turn. Fairly beefy dude, and he's basically had it, dude. Look at this pose, man. He has had enough. This dude is over it. It's a neat take on the Demir Spell Slinger. You're concentrating on instants and sorceries and opponents losing life, and I like all those things, man. And listen, they're going to lose life. They're going to sack their little stupid fetch lands, and they're going to lose life, and then you're casting some instant, bucking down whatever they put out there. This card is dope. I love it. It's going to be awesome. And of course, you got to have some kind of gruel monstrosity out there. This is Red 13, the Proud Warrior. 1 red and a green. Legendary creature, Beast Warrior. It's a 3/3, has Vigilance and Trample. Other modified creatures you control have Vigilance and Trample. So that's equipments, auras, counters. Those are all modifications. This guy's got the Cosmo Memory. Cosmo Kramer. When this guy enters, return target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand, which is a nice little bonus. I love this guy. It's going to be a really sweet budget aura commander. No need to worry about auras with trample. You just get that pump, dude. Cheat up, pump equipment. Get that out there. It's a 3/3 for 3. He can get some sweet counter synergies in there, +1 counters. That's all modifications. He's cute. I never figure out if it was a wolf or a dog or a damn hyena brother. I guess I gotta ask Hojo. Woo, boy. Hojo's over there in the corner making bacon pancakes, but this guy is not Hojo. He's Gogo, and he's a mysterious mime. 3 in a red for a legendary creature wizard. It's a 2/2. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have Gogo become a copy of another target creature you control until end of turn, except its name is Gogo Mysterious Mime. If you do, Gogo and that creature each get +2/+0, gain haste until end of turn, and attack this turn if able. This is a fairly narrow build around because you're looking for attack triggers or damage triggers, Etali triggers. Get the Etali Primal Storm out there. Cast some red creatures. This guy gives it haste like a damn ogre battle driver on steroids. This is a very fun build. I like it a lot. Alright, we got something that's impossible to pronounce. You got a bunch of consonants, you got a bunch of vowels. They don't really go together, but I guess it's Wishtola or Ishtola, and it's a Rahul or whatever. Who cares, buddy? Ishtola Rahul. 4 blue, legendary creature, cat druid. It's a 3/5. I don't trust cats. Alright, at the beginning of your end step, exile target creature you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Then if it's the first end step of the turn, there's an additional end step after this step. This is dope. Enters effects or enters the battlefield effects are so good precisely because you can blink them with a card like this. You also have that end step synergy to capitalize with cards like Agents of Treachery. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents you don't own, draw 3 cards. And of course, other blinkers like Conjurer's Closet. I think this is going to be a great budget commander. Oh man, we got a legendary bird here, the Chocoo, Seeker of Paradise, and he's 1 green, white, and a blue. That's Bant. Whenever 1 or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put 1 of them into your hand, then put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped and the rest into your graveyard. This guy does it all, man. He's a 3/5 bird for 4 mana. Doesn't fly though, which is kind of lame. Has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Chocoo gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Bant, birds, man. Of course you have those bird tokens. Bunch of big birds. There are 343 birds in these colors. It's going to be a fun one to mix with your best landfall payoffs too. This seems fun. I like this guy. Alright, check this card out. Kuja, the Genome Sorcerer. It's 2 black and a red for a legendary creature, human mutant wizard. This guy's a mutant. It's a 3/4. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if you control 4 or more wizards, you transform them. Transforms into Fate Defied. He's an avatar wizard. 4/6. He's got the flame star, dude. All I got is the brown star. If a wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. Another mutant, just like me. I mutated about 5 years ago. I grew another Schlingschlong out there. Bigger than the last one, but that ain't saying much. Anyways, man, this guy brings the wizards, and the wizards are doing the damage. That's on damn soul rings, arcane signets, any non-creature spell, as well as your removal and utility enchantments. This thing is nuts, man. And say you have a couple of those things out there, those little wizards. Suddenly you're stacking damage. I like this a lot. Alright, coming in hot here, we have Aerith, the Last Ancient, 2 green and a white for a legendary creature, human cleric druid. It's 3/5 with lifelink. Has a raise. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. But if you gain 7 or more life this turn, return that card to the battlefield instead, man. Hold on, dude. She's the Ancient, but she looks about 25 years old, and that's a commentary on our beauty standards, and we're not doing so well. Alright, you care to weigh in? Leonardo DiCaprio, you have something you want to say? Disgusting. You disgust me, dude. Anyways, you have this life gain reanimator effect that seems like a lot of hoops, but white has a fair amount of reanimation and lifelink, and green has that great self-mill. Both colors, though more in white, have great life gain options, making Aerith a very fun one to build. And there it is, that's my top 10. I know everybody's going to tell me in the comments, hey, forget you, man, you blew it. There are better cards out there in the Final Fantasy, but you blew it, Nikki G. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm crazy. But just might be a lunatic you're looking for. Nikki G, better commander, signing off.